You know, also too, it's worth mentioning that even though it kind of glitches a bit on the touchscreen, for some odd reason, just in the same spot every time. There's nothing there, but it's not gonna ever be on a... It won't do this on mobile. The resolution of the displays is so high. But I don't... Not terribly excited about the way it kind of glitches on desktop. It's a weird glitch too. It's like not... No odds? Hey, what's up? I have audio. What you mean? $5 a.m. Yeah, you saw I accidentally released the game that I didn't make yet. Did you see that, Corpse Jack? Just trying to push the demo live. Yeah. Look, I got the controller working. You see how it like stays to the edge of the thing? Why was it posted on Steam? It was because I made a mistake. I was trying to post the demo that I made. So I made like a playable free demo where you could play like the beginning of the game for free. But I accidentally posted the DLC thinking it was the demo. Like I just misclicked basically and then didn't catch myself. Stupid. Hopefully I don't get any negative reviews. I don't really mind getting a negative review, but I don't want to get a negative review for that. You know what I mean? How late am I gonna stream? A while. I have a lot to do. So this control pad is like done, which is really amazing. But I'm like revamping the whole way touchscreen controls work. And it's like gonna be way better. I'm making it so it just detects what you're doing. So if you use the control, then you can use you know, controls like regular controls, keyboard or control. But if you do touchscreen or mouse, it's gonna do touchscreen or mouse things. I think that's good because some people play on Windows with touchscreens. So if I can just cover all the bases. My cat's their wet food and it appeared, I squished it. You killed a bug. Hype product placement, yeah. I go to McDonald's just to buy a drink sometimes, even water. Cause I only drink bottled water. And I get McDonald's water. So like I'll get a water from them from like 70 cents for a large. And that's like cheaper than, you know, bottled water. Kind of a prude when it comes to water. It's like the one thing I'm like a prude about. Pay for a cup of water, yeah. 70 cents. Free refills too. I don't cash in on the free refills. No, they don't give you a cup of water for free at McDonald's. That's not how it works. Have a beautiful stream setup. Hey, Goblin Works, what's up? You guys have the same text font, so when I glanced at it, I didn't realize there was a new person. Hey, Zed Craze. Man, Zed Craze, I was putting up a demo tonight, and I accidentally put up my DLC for the next chapter of my game, even though it doesn't exist. It's just like the stupidest shit. Yeah. Thanks for adjusting your name color. I see it now. Yeah, I was doing it while streaming, like in a separate window. I don't know. I think part of the reason my guard was down was because I thought that for the DLC I'd have to actually have a build up. But for DLC actually, right? You would just use the Steam API to unlock your stuff. So because it functions like an in-game transaction. So like the build is the exact same for the way I had it set up. But yeah, so I kind of just... Hopefully they go in and they take it back down soon and it doesn't like ruin my life, but we'll see how it goes. But in a happier note, I got my on-screen control working the way I wanted it to. You see how it like locks to the edge? I did that today off stream. I realized like when I was trying to figure it out, the math is like super crazy for this. Like this is such a crazy mathematical thing that I did. And it's like trigonometry and calculus and all this shit. And it's like, when I finally figured it out, I realized like I shouldn't have been trying to do this on stream. Stream is for when you do the stuff that dum-dums can do. But when I got into it and I was just sitting down and I was like trying to do it, I figured it out pretty quick. Good old trig. Yeah. You heavily have to use the Pythagorean theorem to do this. That's how it identifies where it is, and then you take that and you calculate the angle, right, of like what the edge is in comparison to the center. And you can calculate an angle, which is an x and y, and then you put x on top of it. I didn't do good in high school math. Yeah, you know, if I did math now, I would just breeze through it. Because like, I'm pretty amazed that I was able to figure this out mathematically on my own. Got a new job? Yeah, you did. You said you think it's pretty good with it. Like you don't mind it so much. I'm a merchandiser at the pharmacy/store. I'm in the store part though. What does a merchandiser do? Like, what are your tasks? I work today. I think the job will be good for you, man. puts products on the shelves and does product things. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. And when I come back, I'm going to clean up my controllers and I got to basically plan out what I'm going to do with my UI tonight. All I did tonight so far was draw this pixel art thing, which I'm going to make all of my UI like high-res pixel art like this. That's the style I'm going to commit to. So like even this here, this is all going to, like this one is high-res pixel art in the bottom right, but this is all like anti-alias stuff. So I'm okay with the text stuff not being pixel art, but the borders and everything, I want them to be strong pixel art lines. Kind of reinforce that retro 2D vibe. I don't want a lot of anti-aliasing going on. As I did the mobile stuff, the mobile screens are way higher resolution, and you can see the anti-aliasing looks pretty ghetto, so gotta keep those strong pixels. Because a lot of those like phones and stuff are like 4K plus, so when you put 720 pixel art over it, you can still see the individual pixels, which looks better. If it like makes the pixels look all blurry, it's crap. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a tinkle and it won't take long. Leave you with a battle royale. Dude, I just realized Stream Avatars isn't on. Holy crap. What a loser streamer I am. And my bot's not on. Just blowing it in every way possible tonight. It's just like the worst night ever in my stream. Okay, let's fix that stuff first, and then I'm gonna make a list of all the stuff I gotta do. Where's my bot? I restarted my computer, that's why my bot's off. And then stream avatars. So, Goblinworks, are you still there? Do you do game dev or anything like that? I got a con coming up in December, so do some game dev. That's cool. So I've been kind of just getting that ready. Keep having to push it back. Yeah, no. At least you didn't release it by accident like I did today. Okay, so let's look at my to-do list. Not doing that. Is there a... So apparently somebody told me that the Steam Deck works for my game, but you have to reassign F2 to resize the screen, so I'm gonna make a new list down here called stuff I did. Bro, I'm pretty sure your Steam Deck works. If mine works, I can't imagine yours doesn't, because my game is crazily complex. The thing that didn't work though, Zed Craze, is the full screen. It's not full screen by default. So when you release for Steam, I would recommend either making it full screen by default or making an option in your menu to make it full screen. And it's tricky in how to do that, so. But yeah, if it works on, yeah. I anticipated mine working with Steam Deck because Steam Deck uses the same controller inputs as like the standard Xbox controllers. So like, if this works, your Steam Deck will work. However, you can't get a Steam Deck in Australia. Yeah, well, it'll work. If it works with an Xbox controller, it'll work. But if you have it not be full screen by default, it'll only play windowed, and you can still map the Steam Deck to have the F2 key in there, but you have to know how to deal with RPG Maker and do that. But yeah, so it works, but I'm gonna, in my mobile version of the game, I have a I'm gonna add a full screen option just in the main menu. It's a little bit weird with the full screen version though, because if you have the full screen version and then you push F2, it like may not necessarily update. Like the function keys usually are not like tied to any kind of variable or anything. So like, you know, like full screen, like full screen, you know, show FPS, pixel perfect mode, all that stuff. Like there's no like variable for those things just being on and off. They're just like a Windows functionality, right? They're they're part of the operating system. So you can tell it to like toggle it, but the game itself has no way of tracking whether or not you have a full screen or not. And the reason that's kind of awkward is because if you make the game full screen and then you have a plugin method to create a full screen option, say for example you push F2 and then you go into your menu and check to change the screen, it'll by default not necessarily be the thing that you made it into with the function keys. Yeah, I know on Linux via Proton with Windows build, so surely it will work. Yeah, it'll work. But yeah, so for me, I think what I'm gonna do is disable the F2 full screen and make it exclusively accessible through menu. And that way I can guarantee that it won't be confusing when they go to change it from full screen to not full screen. Either that or I'll make it full screen by default. That's an additional option. And then not add it as an option, right? Like, hey Lemon. Hey, Lemon, I accidentally set the Familia Act 2 DLC live, but it's not live, so don't buy it or anything, because it'll make it harder if more people buy it to reverse it. Because I don't have Familia Act 2 to release, so I was releasing a demo, right? There's a demo. You can play all the way up until you play the beginning part of the mom's part now for free. So I was trying to release that demo, and I did, but I accidentally misclicked and released the DLC instead. It was really dumb. Like, it was really stupid. It was a really stupid thing to do. I feel pretty dumb. Like it's a bummer. I already got some sales, so people bought it. It's reverse psychology to get people to buy. Well, if I thought that was effective, I probably would have done that earlier if I had an evil plan. I mean, I'm not against being a villain with an evil plan. I think that that's a cool thing to do. I'm okay with that. But I am frustrated if I'm just stupid. Like if I'm a smart villain, if I'm like the bad guy and I'm good at it, I'm all about it. I'm okay with that. Sponsored by EA now, microtransactions. No, I'm starting a game called what is that game called? That new game. You know, Zed Crazy, you mentioned it in your video. Starforge. You can edit your avatar, it's just delayed, man. Starfield. Yeah, from what I hear, Starfield is like may never release. That's what the and they take a lot of people's money, both through crowdfunding and pre-purchases and stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but it seems like they got it figured out if that's what they are doing, right? You can make a ton of money and not even have a game to sell. Is Star Citizen, that's the one. Yeah, dude. Star Citizen. That sounds like the strategy. I have gotten a few sales on Familia Act 2, but it's just been a couple, like 5. So I made some money. Star Citizen. Outside of pre-orders. Yeah, pre-orders are fine. Bethesda can't be doing... I mean, Bethesda should not be doing crowdfunding ever. I would be evil. If I thought being evil would make me rich, I would consider it. It would depend on the particular brand of evil, but... Todd W, no bugs in my game. What is Todd W? Is that like a thing the kids say that I don't know about? Is that like Keck W, but with Todd? Todd Howard? Oh, the Bethesda guy. Yeah. Oh yeah, no bugs in my game. Starfield is looking great. Star Citizen still sucks after a decade of development. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy who trashes anybody, really, other than myself. A lot of people will make whole videos talking about Star Citizen, and I've seen some. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if a game scams a bunch of people. I would care if it was like me or my friend. But it's like, it's a rough life, and on the list of things that are like atrocious, like injustices, it's pretty low as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Star Citizen is taking advantage of people. Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't do what they're doing, but it's just not something that I'm particularly... Like, when people start talking about it, I'm going to be honest, my eyes kind of glaze over a little bit. I mean, I made a joke about it because I thought it was funny, but that doesn't show that I have a lot of reverence for the situation. I don't know a lot about it, but Star Citizen, basically, they like crowdfunded a bunch of money and took money from people, and they have never really released a game. But I mean, that happens all the time. Like, less than half of the Kickstarter games ever even end up getting made that get funded. So it's like, with Star Citizen, it's like, yeah, they took a lot of money and they're not producing, but it's just, I think the thing that makes it different is that it's like one of the most highly crowdfunded games of all time. Yeah, if I had put some money into it, Zedcrease, I would be upset about it. I agree with you. So you backed it. Yeah. I think back then too, people were more trustworthy of upcoming developers. Now it's going to be harder for people to get money through crowdsourcing specifically because of Star Citizen, I think. Like, they're changing the game. So actually, now that I've realized, it actually might make things harder for me in the future if I try to crowdfund more money, because people's increased distrust. So now it actually seems more relevant, I guess. The release date was 2014. How much money do you need to develop Familia? Yes, but aren't a scummy dev. Well, I mean, I just want money so I can work on my game more. So I would take the money. I don't want money so I can go, like, sail the world in a yacht with a bunch of B words. Like, that's not that's not what I want. Funding for McDonald's water. Bro, buying the water at McDonald's is cheaper than buying bottled water, Zedcraze. It's not, it's substantially cheaper. Yeah, that's what probably one of the worst things about the Star Citizen saga is. It has made people, um, including myself, less trustworthy of crowdfunding. 10 planes and Gucci shades. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some Gucci shades with the money I stole from the... Well, I don't like bottled water. I like... because it's just too much plastic. But I do buy bottled water in bulk. But when I go eat at McDonald's, I get water. It's like 50 cents for a large because the cup price. You can get a small for free. He likes sucking straw. That's an odd thing to say. I feel like that's a joke. Didn't like it. Get a small with free refills. No, dude. If I'm gonna steal, I'm gonna get money for my DLC that doesn't exist. You coming to Maui, Lemon? Or where are you going? I'm just saying, do you prefer using a straw? Not necessarily. Nice, Slim. Oh, cool. Hawaii? Great, man. Let me know if you come to Maui. Bro, check this out. This is so weird. So, my live stream YouTube, right? I have a community page. This feature is supposed to be locked behind 1,000 subs. Like, this is something only successful YouTubers get. I have 9 subs. What happened? Why is it broken? So I can like post polls, right? Let me post one. You guys, we can all fill it out. My poll. Make a new one. What should I poll? Text poll. How about this? Is Joe trying to steal money by releasing a fake DLC? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so here, I'll give you a link. You guys can fill out my community poll on my live stream YouTube, which has 9 subs. Here, I'll answer it too. Oh, Star Citizen. Can I edit it? Wait, where's your YouTube below your Twitch in the About section? You can, if you can't click the link, you can go to my main YouTube through the link in my about page, but you can also just click the link in chat. I think you're probably on mobile, I'm assuming, but I think you can still do that. I don't know. If not, don't worry about it. It's just a dumb meme. Here, I'll answer it myself. Is Joe trying to steal money? Maybe. We got one yes. One maybe. Okay. So somebody thinks I'm after the easy dollars. Oh, I also got some subs. Thanks, guys. I got some subs to my YouTube Game Studio. Or Maui Game Studio Live. Yeah, it's weird that I have a community page though. Like I looked it up and you don't get community pages unless you have 1,000 subs and like 10,000 hours viewed or whatever. Yeah, this is my real YouTube. The last bad thing that happened with hey, look, it's Lemon. That's Euphoric Lemon. See, I already changed the way my control stick looks. You can see it here. It's like different. Now it looks like this. I'm gonna make them all pixel RD. That's kind of why I changed it. Me and Lemon look alike? Wow, Lemon, I didn't realize Lemon was that good looking. Bald Brotherhood, yeah. He doesn't look alike to me, but maybe he does to you. When I look at him, I'm not like, hey, I look like that guy. But, I mean, maybe you're not used to seeing bald men. There's a lot of us out there in the world. I don't think I would be in the Familia movie if there was one. Dude, when I get like discouraged, like I'm not as effective as a worker. That's kind of my personality. Like some people get more motivated if they get like, I mean, I got a lot of gas in the tank and I'll keep going for a long time, but I'm bummed about that accidentally doing that release. Like, it really bothers me. I have a lot of Instagram followers. I do, actually. Instagram used to be like my main source of all of my traffic, but what's happened is I literally have not gained any followers in like a year. So it's kind of shitty. But I get tons of like views. You know, it's like I get tons of traffic through Instagram. Like 10,000 accounts view my account every month, you know, but I get like I haven't gained a follower in like the entire year. I'm gonna change my profile on Twitch. Why would I do that? Oh, with the black one? No, I like this one. I like the white one for Twitch. I like having them look a little different. I can't read my... I want to see how much my last reel has. But yeah, Instagram is super weird for me because it's by far the place where I get the most like viewership. But I have not grown. So I've been focusing more on YouTube. recent, like the last couple months, like the last month, really, not. And it's been good. Not that many views on Instagram, just like 100 something. Take a nap before work. Yeah, I should probably figure this out. Okay, I'll get back to doing this. So I want to keep all the stuff that I've done on this list, right? So I can like... Now that I'm 60-60, I'm starting to brainstorm speedrun ideas for the game. You feel empty. I might make some like hidden achievements, Lemon. I was thinking about doing an experience achievement, which you could easily already have if you just logged in, so it wouldn't really... You only get 100 achievements per game, you know. Okay, so let's talk about what I need in the game. It's mostly about the mobile UI. So I'm gonna... Okay, you found adding... How have you added... Do you have any issues? It took me a while to figure out Zed Craze. It's like, it's more difficult now. But if you ever do want to do it, you'd have to do something called updating nw.js. Which is basically... Like, the way RPG Maker works, basically, it runs in like a mini browser. nw.js is a browser, and it runs like JavaScript and HTML inside of it, in the same way like a browser would, right? That's what this window is. But the browser is called nw.js. Now, I used an Orange plugin integration, which is actually no longer available. So I don't think I could do it again without the tutorial. And I'm not sure if that tutorial is out there anywhere. The website that had the Orange plugins on it is down. So the method to use would be different. Archaea has a method that works. For some reason I switched away from that and went to Orange. I don't remember why. I'm assuming it probably stopped working with an update or something. When I switched to my RPG Maker MZ like hybrid build or whatever. So would it be hard? Yeah. I don't really know how you would do it. I'd have to research it. The installation involves like updating nw.js, and then you have to add a bunch of core files into the library and stuff, and I don't remember how to do it. You got Orange Greenworks? Yeah, so if you had the tutorial, that's kind of the thing that I think would be the contention. Because I could give you Orange Greenworks, and there's also if you got it in the form of a zip, that's beneficial because like I installed it already and like put all the files where they're supposed to be in my game, and I don't remember where they would go. The main Orangeworks website is down right now, as far as I know, so there's no tutorial unless it's reposted somewhere else. It could be on like GitHub or something. I really don't know. But yeah, that's about basically all I know about it. Yeah, the newer achievements, the men were pretty ambitious. Like I made one to detect what gear you have, which was harder than I thought it would be. One to finish the game without any items, which was kind of crazy from a like technical standpoint, because it's something where you have to like watch for the player to use items the whole game. The never escape achievement actually never worked until relatively recently. It would just give you the achievement whether you escaped or not. The Shogun achievement didn't really work either for a while. But yeah, it took a lot of testing to get them all working. They're difficult to test because if I just like give myself the stuff in the game and I play it, it might change something along the way. Like if you have an achievement like that IRL one, like go outside IRL, it's really hard to test because like I can just artificially give myself like all the kills I need, right? And then turn on the game and it'll work great. But that plugin looks at so many things and like something can go wrong over the course of like 50 hours of gameplay, right? So that's hard to test. You can't really tell if it'll work, along the way. Like for example, I could have just created a game that had enough kills in it before I even and tested it that way. But it was much more beneficial to take a game that actually had gone through the game multiple times, like the game you gave me, and then test it with that. So I feel more confident now that it'll work for everybody else. But yeah, it was a shit show. Those 60 achievements. I don't know, dude. The way the game's gonna work now, Lemon, going forward, because I basically built this touch controller from scratch. Love testing. I really appreciate it. I need it. I could never afford to hire anybody, and if I could, I would give you money, but I don't have any money for myself. But anyway, this touchscreen controller allows me to like remove a lot of code because I built this from scratch myself, so it's pretty lean and it works good. And but I'm basically redoing the mobile controller so that desktop versions will be touchscreen compatible and mouse compatible too. So you can play with a mouse like this if you want. I removed the click to move, but say if somebody has like a Surface Pro, friendship is more than enough. Thanks, man. But if you have like a Surface Pro, like a tablet, like a Windows tablet or something, this game will work on that. And the way it's going to work is the touchscreen will appear if you touch the screen, basically. So if you touch the screen, touchscreen controls will appear. If you touch a controller and push the buttons on a controller or on your mouse, the touchscreen buttons will disappear. And that's the way it's going to work. And that's going to be a lot easier to do because for me, if I'm doing like Android, iOS, and Windows, maybe Mac, probably just I don't know if I'm gonna do Mac for the DLCs because it's harder for them to work with DLCs. So I may give up on Mac for Act 2. I don't know, that's a possibility. But I'm definitely not gonna prioritize it however it goes. But I am gonna focus pretty equally on Windows, Android, and iOS. And those as well, like if you plug in your USB keyboard to your phone, you'll be able to play from your keyboard. and obviously from your controller, and it'll just all be much more the same game. I'm not going to have very different configurations for the different deployments of Familia. It'll all basically be the same. There will be some graphical improvements on the desktop version because it does utilize a more robust version of Pixie.js, or the mobile browser cannot render a lot of that Pixie.js stuff, so that part will be different, but everything else will be pretty much identical. I don't know if you've noticed when you played the mobile version Euphoric, like some of the combat animations have like more interesting effects. Like for example, on the desktop version, when you crit, the letters like do this thing where they change colors and do some weird stuff. That doesn't actually happen on mobile because the filter I used in order to create that effect does not work on mobile. So I just removed the effect from mobile. Also, just the standard death. If you block on desktop, if you use the guard ability and somebody hits you, there's like this pulse thing that happens. That doesn't happen on mobile because the Pixie renderer doesn't really work. Imagine using guard. You used to have to. When I first built the game, it was actually kind of an essential mechanic. But, you know, as I made it easier and easier, it became less important. But for Coco and Kyria, you probably should guard sometimes because their damage isn't really worth risking their life. For Shogun, his guard is so worthless because he has so much defense already. I gave him a heal so that it gives you incentive to use it. Back in my day, we had random encounters. Yeah, we still have random encounters on the world map and in the reach facility, but yeah, not for speedrun so much. I'm gonna probably add more levels to the reach facility too, like just a higher chance of randomization. I'm gonna add like all of the sample maps in RPG Maker. Like every single freaking one, dude. I'm adding all of them. People are gonna be mad who have like seen them. I don't care, dude. It's supplementary content. Like there's a ton. Like look at this. I'm gonna add all of them. Wait, hold on. So here's all the sample maps. Here's the sample world map. Not gonna use those. This thing is freaking huge. Sample world map. But look at all these. There's so many. Like, see how small the bar is? I'm gonna use all of these. For Reach Facility, people are gonna be like, these maps are really low quality. And I'm gonna be like, yeah. Yeah, they are. For sure. For sure they are. But you know what? You get a lot more variation. Imagine never seeing the same map twice. Wouldn't that be fun? That would take me like a whole month just to implement these existing maps. such like an interesting way to do a randomizer, you know, because it's like just pre-built levels. But I think it works, you know. I think it'll be more interesting too, because it'll be like you'll still have to kind of look around, you know. And I want more variation with, and I'm going to build it out so that there's more like variation among each map. So like sometimes there'll be like extra mini bosses, like special bosses that appear from time to time. I'm also going to make it so that you can't save in the middle. So it's going to get harder. Like if you're going to do a reach run, you can't save the entire time. And I'm also going to make it so you can't use the end. Like I'm going to make it harder. Because I want people to like not, like if you choose like a super high level, I don't want the play loop to just be like you come back and then you heal and then you go back in and you heal and you come back and you heal. Like I want it to feel like you're like, when you go in, you're like on a mission and you might not make it. I feel like that's more exciting. It's in-game content. It's supposed to be the advanced hard content. You know, I want it to be harder. It's supposed to be for the people who really want to push their limits. You know, so in general, I want the game to be harder, but I've kind of eased off in the intro, like in the beginning stuff. But for the reach facility, I am going to make it harder. Also, yeah, I love the concept of the reach, a randomized turn-based dungeon system. I think it's really great. Like I worked a ton of time with randomly generated weapons. By the way, the power of the super strike. Yeah. Well, your guy is crazy. Like, you gotta know, Lemon, like, your characters have a lot more stats than people will be able to get in the future. Like, you have, you gain something like 25 attribute points per level, right? And I've downed that to just 1 point per level. That was always the plan, is to do 1 point, right? So, if you had... Now imagine you had 1/25 the bonus stats to apply to your characters. Like, that is a significant difference in your power level. So hopefully, at least, like doing like a level 1,000 will just be like something like a lot of people will never even do. You know what I mean? People who are trying won't even be able to do it. You know? Like, people who want to do it and are putting in a lot of time, or playing like 100 hours, will not be able to do it. Because they'll be maxed out, all characters mastery level 10,000, and they still won't be able to do it. Type of thing, you know what I mean? So that's kind of that's what I want. And I'm hungry. I ate a lot today. I don't know why I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat some rice. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna come back and finish up this to-do list that I'm trying to make. Or update, really. Better head off. Thanks for staying later, Zed. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. It's been a fun stream so far. Despite the disaster at the beginning. of releasing an unfinished, a non-existent game. But I'll be right back. Just give me like maybe 5 minutes. I'm gonna eat some food real quick. I have some rice. How do I change my scene? Do a battle royale. Hey, I won my own battle royale. That's what I like to see. I'm the winner. I won. I'm eating like jelly. I thought I had some rice, but I didn't. This tastes kind of like Jello. I think this jam producer uses gelatin. Pectin, yeah. Yep, live off of jam. I actually don't keep a lot of food around my house. I actually just found this jam. It was the girl I was dating. She left it here and I didn't know it was in there. Mine now, bitch. Couch girl. Did I tell a story about a couch that I don't remember? Oh, I got another sub on YouTube. That's cool. Oh, helped her move her furniture. I didn't really help her move any furniture, but I did help her move. Yo, Juice Mitt, Ifendrin, hello. It says that's not your first time saying anything, so who the heck are you? Let me look at your messages. Oh, I know who you are. You were helping me with code the other day. So I got it working, by the way. See, I got my, you see how it's like limited to the edge? Works perfectly. Mobile controlling like a boss. I did this off stream. I think that's the key, because I had all of my brain to figure out all the Pythagorean theorem, angle, radian, baloney. I'm putting this pectin away. It's too sweet. Be right back. Yeah, it works good. Works really, really good. Pretty pumped. Dang, that was too much sugar, dude. Ugh. I don't like sweet stuff usually. I was just really hungry. So I ate the jam, and it was the only thing I had. Gosh. Ugh. So I'm gonna watch Black Adam tomorrow. Pretty pumped. My nephew wanted to go, and now my sister, his mom wants to go too, so get to go hang out with my family. I'm pretty excited. It's been really cool being back in Hawaii for family reasons. Look, Lemon, do you like this? I changed the like pop up for, it pops up on the left side now, and I added like this kind of like just so I think I was like looking at some other games and the way they handle like item pickups, and I think that looks better. Yeah, it's a little more slick. It's also pixel art, which I'm gonna make all of the UI like pixel art. Even though my game is pretty high res, I want all the UI to be pixel art. So if you look at like the new controller, right, you see it's like very clearly pixel art. It's as opposed to something more like, actually these are all, well here, you see like the edge of this, right? This is an anti-aliased. It's like smoother, but it looks blurrier. So I'm not going that direction. I'm going more with the UI. I'm gonna make it all hard pixels like this. And that's gonna be, you know, and like this too. Like this is all hard pixels, you see it? It's not as smooth like the other one. Like this was, you know, you see how much smoother this is? But I think as a consistency and a style choice, I wanna have it be more that hard pixel look for the user interface at least. The text will still be somewhat high resolution, but that's because it's rendered differently, so I'm okay with the text being more crisp on top of the pixel art. That's gonna be like my style. But yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Like if you look at the UI now, it has very hard, like very anti-alias court. Yeah, it's not, well, I mean, it's not just you, it's me too at the very least, because that's the choice I'm making going forward for like my UI style. I like the hard pixels more, and the main reason I think I'm influenced that way is because when I played on mobile, like my phone, for example, is like 4K, right? So when you scale those hard pixels, they still look hard. But if you have those anti-aliases that are kind of rounded through like a blur, basically, they look kind of ghetto when you get into high-resolution devices. They look fine for low-res, but they get kind of ghetto looking. Where the pixel art, if you're using the hard pixels, they look good at any resolution, you know. They look more intentional at high resolutions. And also, too, I am trying to evoke somewhat of a pixel art, like nostalgic look. Even though my game is pretty high res at 720p, you know, I want people to see pixels and feel like they're playing a retro game. Hey, Code Rad. It's going good, man. Just trying to figure out my plan. So this is like basically all the stuff I did in October, all this checklist down here. And I gotta, so basically let's break everything down, right? I need to set up all new buttons because to remove allo plugin. So that's gonna be a long freaking job. Then I want to want some subs. You're saying Angular is the best, so I feel like that means you're not a bot. Of course I want subs. Who doesn't want money? But yes, the answer would be yes. Angular is the best, by the way. What's happening? What is going on? How many was that? 10? Holy guacamole, dude. Thank you so much, Angular. What brought that about? I've been getting a lot of subs this yeah, thank you very much. I was having a bad night kind of earlier because I accidentally released my game and I didn't mean to. But 10 subs helps me feel better for sure. I really appreciate it. Holy cow. That's great. Man. What are you, some kind of angel? Who are you? Let me look at what you've said before. First time chatter? You just go into a chat for the first time and then just give people tens, just blow $100? I love you. Angel of Death with all those bombs. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Had some, been working really hard on the streaming stuff and on my game and stuff, so I really appreciate it. Thank you for the subs. Yeah, 10 gifted subs. Congrats to 1063, The Great Perhaps, Ragnarok Aesthetic, Bim Lounge, Chin Undercover, Big D Geekdom 101, Rode, Remem. What? What is happening, dude? This is legitimately the most subs I've ever gotten in one sitting in my life. This is a new thing. This is new to me. Thank you so much. It's my brother-in-law's birthday, but I guess it's also my birthday today. It's pretty wild when you have more subs in a night than all of your viewer count for that whole night. I wish I could react more. I'm such a mellow person. I'm just screaming with joy inside. Thank you so much. Nice people still exist. Yeah. That's fantastic. Support your fellow programmers. Yeah, I mean, I count as a programmer. See, look, I made all this code. I'm cool. Take care, brother. Thank you. Now I can afford to pay my testers. Hell no, that money's going to my application fee for iOS. That's where that money's going. So who got subs? Sudden G. I didn't even finish the first list. He kind of interrupted me. We had Road Day. Rema Be Good. H3 Bell. 666. Euphoric Lemon got one. That's great. And then we got Sudden G, Troubled 97, Julie O'Dev, Corvus. That's cool. NGS Nita. That makes me happy. NGS Nita's here all the freaking time. Bebter always comes by too. Rumpus, Aaron Dukes, Agent 258. Yeah. Imagine getting more subs than your viewer count that night. Like my overall viewership is probably less than 20 for the night. It's pretty funny. You guys are all night owls, man. Or I guess early morning, maybe. There's more to think of it. You know what? I don't normally stream at this time because this is actually pretty late. Huh. I just realized that. I just dodged all 20 subs. What do you mean you dodged them? EU? Yeah. Man, life is good sometimes, man. I feel so blessed. Streaming is crazy. Like, I just do it for fun. You know, I enjoy doing it so much, just hanging out and talking about the stuff that I care about, you know? That's what I like about streaming, is that you can just... Like, in my life, I have really close friends, right? Like, I have a lot of them. I have a really great family that I'm really thankful for. And the thing is, though, since I moved to Hawaii, there's nobody who does any kind of game dev or even web dev here. You know what I mean? So where I would normally go to like meetup groups and like hang out with people, the reason why I got into streaming and the reason why I like streaming is because I can talk about like the tech stuff that I find interesting, you know? That's the whole reason I started doing it. So I could talk about RPG Maker and Unity and JavaScript and, you know, pixel art and all that crap. And that's why I do it, you know, and that's why I try to start like the community and stuff. It's not about trying to be a streamer. It's because I need to Like, I'm gonna blow up if I don't like scream out about all these things that I'm really excited about, you know? So to be able to do it, I would do it for free. And I do it for free, but to get 20 subs in a night, I don't know if I've ever even gotten that many subs in one night. I probably have. Probably Zealot did give me that, but tremendous, man. What a blessing. Just can't believe it. Okay, set up new buttons to replace Allo plugin. Make controller buttons appear when you use touchscreen. Make controller buttons disappear when you use keyboard / gamepad. I also wanted it to full screen option. Disable F2. Same. No one else in my life wants to do this stuff. Apparently on here, people, at least some, like what I like. I mean, I wouldn't go that far to say that nobody wants to do the stuff I want to do. I feel like that's a disservice because I have really great friends that I enjoy hanging out with and a great family. And I feel like it's unfair to say that nobody wants to do... Like, I'm going to go to Black Adam with my nephew tomorrow. What a blessing that is. Because I wanted to see that movie, right? I heard it's really good already. And, you know, he wants to see it too. He's a kid, so really excited for that, you know. Black Adam's like the first movie in a while I'm like pretty excited about. In like maybe like half a year or something. And you know, I like paddling and surfing and stuff. And I have friends that do that. Like I do that with them. But, you know, game dev, which is like my number one passion, there's not really anybody who is around to talk to it about. That's why I stream, you know, because I want to stream game dev. That's it. For some reason, I gotta say my oh. Guess I gotta refresh cache of all these. Cool. Wow, I've almost already hit my follower goal. Just need like 17 more. Bit goal is lagging. People don't really give bits anymore, I've kind of noticed. Which is fine, I don't care. I'd always rather have donations than subs. Because you get to keep all of it. But I like the subs because it makes it so people can watch without ads, which I like. Those sub goals were like gone for days. I didn't even know. Okay, so this doesn't seem like a lot when I look at it like this. To redeeming Familia NPC name? Yeah. Yeah, people have done that. You can even help me talk about their personality or something. I need to make more NPCs in town anyway. You can get the key too if you want. I would prefer you buy it though versus getting the key, because then you can leave a review. And I always need more reviews on Familia. Especially now that I'm going to get some bad press. You can review with the key, it just doesn't have as much weight as a non-key review. If you pay for the game on Steam, it's a way of verifying that you're not just like some bot. You know, so they take it more seriously. Also, they want to give the developers incentive to not give their game away for free. As it is now for Steam, you can give people keys and they don't have to pay. It's at no cost to me to give the game away for free. Right? So I will do it often, I don't care. But I have an incentive to not give it away for free because the review will hold more weight if I don't give them a key. It's tricky Steam dudes. It's generally more, it's more generally less central characters. Like, it's not gonna be like a playable character, dude. Or like, it's not gonna be like the god of the world or something crazy like that. It's like some dude who's like cutting down a tree in the forest. and doesn't like necessarily come back. What the frick? What is happening, dude? Bro, you gotta chill out, man. Thank you so much. I'm back. I don't know what's going on. I think you just stepped up to the number 3 spot in my subs overall. So thank you. You know what I just realized too is my sub alerts are not on. Just the bombs, which is kind of messed up. Why are my sub alerts broken? I was so like blown away that I got all these subs. You know, is it Mr. Beast? If it was Mr. Beast, he would have donated like 100,000. Ain't no way it's Mr. Beast. Yeah, this is bonkers. I'm kind of losing my mind right now. I'm like really distracted. I can't focus. So yeah, Angular now is the number 3 top donator to gifted sub-gifter of my stream. Pretty wild. I didn't think I was gonna, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I was gonna get the most subs I've ever gotten in a day in my life. So, very exciting. I'm definitely gonna have to make an NPC called Angular in my game. Let me put that on my list of things to do. Make NPC in honor of Angular, it's the best. It's Mr. Beast. Oh, yeah, that's funny. It's definitely not Mr. Beast. I'm looking for a particular tweet that I wanted to repost. Can't find it, I guess. Whatever. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I think I pretty much figured out what I need to do. Make controller, set up all new buttons to replace Allo plugin. Make controller buttons appear when use the touchscreen. Make controller buttons disappear when use the keyboard gamepad. How else am I gonna have to make it so you can touch the screen for dialogue, which I think will work anyway without doing anything I don't know. That'll require more testing. Yeah, this is actually going to take a lot of figuring out. Menu tutorial directions for mobile. Make cave in Calpe Summit not accessible after going through. Okay, for 30 frames, yes. Fix flying followers when coming back from Calpe Cave. Unclear about the RL, yes. Falling in a cave. Android auto dialogue. Mobile mastery menu. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a really crazy stream. So what are we gonna do now? We're going to raid somebody. Let me look at who might be an appropriate. The Red Kamen Games. Let's look at Cake first. This game looks really good. Yeah, we'll read this guy. He's cool. Check out the C++. I'll hang out with him in there for a while. I appreciate everybody coming by. Angular is the best. It's just like a legend. I gotta write down in my thing.